So thanks guys for being here on the attendee orientation call. We like to do these because we know that you will have a much better experience if you have just some expectations and have some insight and knowledge on what to expect, and that way you are blessed with a roadmap when you get there, and you know where to go and what to look for, and all those great things. So we're going to kick off the video, or kick off the meeting, by watching a short video with our keynotes, because our keynote team, our keynote presenters are fantastic this year. And then I want to make sure we have sound. So share computer sound, and then we'll get into some of the details of the weekend.
I used to think the greatest thing in life was the ability to design your own life and then live that design out, have it come happen. And while that's awesome, you know what's way more awesome? When everything that happens in your life of consequence is not an accident, because you co-created it with a group of people that you care about and love, that's power.
The only person that can make a drastic change in your life, whether that's physically, whether that's emotionally, financially, spiritually, the only person that can make a change is you.
And sometimes we don't understand why certain things happen to us. Sometimes we don't understand whatever life throws at us. But really owning and knowing that when adversity comes, it's all part of the game of life.
Legendary people hold themselves accountable to produce legendary results, period. They don't beat themselves up when they fail. It happens to all of us. But they hold themselves accountable, and they do not tolerate anything other than legendary results.
A lot of times entrepreneurs have most of their wealth inside of their business, and therefore they miss out on how they can really build and sustain and pass on wealth, because they don't take time to think about that, because they're thinking about how to make more money.
But if we anticipate it and we know that things are going to happen and we own it, and we know that with everything that happens to us, we can learn, we can grow, and we can always be better.
It's all about giving thanks. And you'll hear this word come up over and over and over again. It's being grateful for what you have and the people in your life, and it's recognizing that where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be, to learn the thing you need to learn, to meet the person you need to meet in order to go to where you are supposed to be next.
So hopefully you guys are all registered, but I thought that was a great way to get everyone excited. I'm sorry if the connection didn't go through, but check our Facebook page, and check the Facebook group if you guys haven't caught that yet as well. So it looks like everybody's here, and Tim and Susan, if you guys want to hop in at any point, feel free to cut me off and kind of jump in. But tonight what we'll go through is we'll talk a little bit about really our mission and our vision for the conference, and why we do them, and we'll talk about what you can expect over the course of really, what's great about it is it's actually a 4-day event. And so we want to encourage you guys to get in, Friday, and there's even workshops and things that you'll be able to do on that Monday as well. So it's a really an immersive weekend, actually. And we'll talk about at the end some tips to get the most out of it. And it looks like we actually have some presenters on, so if you guys are willing, we'd love to have some of our presenters who made the call chime in and just share a little bit about what they're going to be presenting and talking about, because I think I'll just get into one of the unique things for those of you who have been at a conference, and I'm just those of you guys on live, I'd love to know kind of what our mix is. If this is your first one, I'd love for you to put just first, or if you guys have been to one before, maybe you can share how many conferences you've been to. But I think what's unique about One Life conferences is that you can go and get whatever it is that you need. So our core pillars are vision, planning, relationships, finances, and wellness. And not necessarily any order, because we find that somebody is always looking to master or grow in one of those areas. And so there'll be people and experts and presenters and people at all levels of their journey looking to grow. And so having an idea of what you want to get out of the conference is just going to make it that much easier, because you'll see that when you get there, we'll give you, a list of all of the breakouts and all of the presentations and all of the different activities throughout the weekend. And you'll be able to kind of circle and highlight all the different things that you want to make sure that you do, and the people that you meet by the end of the weekend as well. So for anybody, Tim, Susan, Shay, is there anything in terms of, why the conference, or what makes the One Life conference different, or what people can kind of expect in that regard?
Well, I'll start off with the why, and then I'd love for either Susan or Shay to give a overview of the weekend itself. Okay. So I'm Tim Rode. If any of you don't know me, I'm the founder of One Life Fully Lived, and I started One Life because I found too many people that weren't living fulfilling lives, and they just seemed there's just a lot of lost souls out there looking for a better way, but they don't know what to do because most around them don't know what to do. So we wanted to create a community where you'll be willing to, as we jokingly say at One Life Fully Lived, eat your broccoli, which is doing the hard work it takes to creating a fulfilling life, to get out of your comfort zone, to do the things you don't want to do, you're scared to do, most won't do, but you step up and do it. So that was the culture that started this. Started with just small, and it grew, and the first one was in my little town of Portola with 92 people, and Christopher Lockhead was there, and it was amazing. And it just got a good vibe from the start. So it's grown slowly, organically to where we are now. And a lot of our friends who are, have a lot of knowledge in our 4 levels of teaching have volunteered and paid and paid their own way to come. And many of them, David Osborne jokes about, yeah, do you believe in free speech? Well, I give free speeches for Tim. And they even write checks for Lockhead, writes a check for $1,000 to come speak because they love what we do. And that's how we can keep our ticket prices for only $299 for our VIP ticket. So it's got a great vibe. It's a great place to learn, grow, and connect with other like-minded people. And I'm really happy that it's, now for the whole family. So, Susan, do you want to talk about like what's going on, throughout the whole weekend, or Shay, or you want to take
Sure. I think Hector was going to run through the schedule, but I'd love to add. I'm Susan Jacobson. I'm the executive director, partner in crime with the One Life team, and we just want to thank all of you guys, presenters and attendees, and all the first timers and the repeat attendees. But just knowing that, we didn't hold the conference last year, and lots of people were very sad about that. And we really feel, the human connection, we live so much with our faces down in a screen, that having the human connection, at least from time to time, and find ways for those real experiences, because even outside the amazing presentations and the education that you'll have within those rooms, what happens in the hallways are, as Hector starts to talk about a little bit about the benefit concert, I'd love for Tim to chime in when on that as well. But there's so much that happens with human connections and networking and people just lifting each other up, that I know the first time I went, I couldn't even describe it when I went back and saw friends. And I think that that's the biggest thing that everybody says is, golly, I can't really explain it to you. You just have to go for yourself to experience the amazing piece that it is. So that's my 2 little cents on it.
Yeah, I'd actually like to take this moment to have and throw one of our presenters on the spot, either Carolyn or Diego, or I think you two are the kind of the repeat presenters. Will, you guys have been part of the One Life organization for years, and I'd love for you guys to share your perspective on why you guys participate and give back so much to the community. Would Diego, Carolyn, or Will, would either of you guys mind sharing at all?
Sure can. Hey, So I love One Life. One Life is why I support it and why I keep coming back is it's the heart and the community and truly what it stands for, which is living your best life. How do you live, dream, and plan your very best life, and that it's achievable? And so I found One Life 5 years ago, and it completely changed the trajectory of my life and launched me forward in a positive direction so that I can then give back with my gifts and help One Life in which to give back to many others. So very excited. As far as for the presentation in October and a bit of the workshop, I'll be sharing how to live a fierce and fulfilled life and what that truly means. So living fierce and fulfilled while in flow. So a lot of times we think about success and what that means, and success can mean a lot of things, and we can push toward a lot of goals and keep pushing forward toward those goals. However, how do we also live a fulfilled life, being present, giving back, just like One Life is and what it stands for, and then also being in flow, being present and appreciative of what we can experience in that space. So I'm really excited to be there.
I appreciate that. Yeah, Carolyn has been she's a repeat presenter, and she is you definitely want to make sure you're in that breakout for sure. So I'd love to get into the weekend and a little bit about what you can expect. And like I mentioned, we brought back a couple of things that a lot of people really wanted, and then there are some new things that we want to make sure that people are aware of so that you don't miss out. And the first thing is on Friday night, we actually have our very first benefit concert. And it seemed like these concerts were happening organically in the lobby or in the rooms throughout the hotel. And so we wanted to create a space and an opportunity on that Friday night for people to get in and enjoy themselves in the One Life atmosphere. And so the benefit concert is going to be hosted and ran. I believe Brother James will be performing, him and his partner Angus. We'll have performances from some of our regulars like Sam Cullinane and Will Little. We'll have some comedy acts. Garrett Gunderson, I believe, is going to be doing a comedy routine, and some other performances on that Friday as well. And that's going to be held there at the hotel. So we do want to encourage you to get in Friday, morning, afternoon, Thursday night even, because of travel, and Long Beach and Southern California is obviously a great place to travel in October. So with that being said, Friday night is going to be just I think an unforgettable and a unique experience for sure. Tim, Susan, anyone, you guys want to add anything about the benefit concert? Shay?
I'll add in a little something. It kind of develops. So out of One Life, we always have things that are new, fun, and exciting that develop out of the conference itself. So Brother James is amazing. Will is amazing. They are fantastic with their words and what they create and the energy that they bring to the conference. And we would always have a group of us that would kind of fall off to the side, the meetings after the meeting, which is why we highly recommend everybody stay on location and on site at the hotel that we're staying at, because there's always the meetings after the meetings. And one of those meetings that ended up occurring was like Brother James bringing his drums, and we just having kind of songs and hanging out and just enjoying each other's company. And so that's kind of what I see birthed a little bit of the benefit concert, is we have a number of people in the community that have these gifts and these talents that we want to share with the rest of the community. So instead of just having, a group of 25 of us, why not get the entire community involved, and why not continue to support the Dare to Dream program even further? And that's kind of how I see the benefit concert kind of came about. So I'm very excited to see this first rendition of the concert.
And those of you guys who have a VIP ticket, that gets you admission to the benefit concert. You can also upgrade to it, and the family package includes the benefit concert as well. And so the proceeds of that all go to the One Life Dare to Dream program. And so it's an exciting and a great way to give back as well. Anything else, guys, on Friday night? Because that's just the warm up, and I'm excited because we haven't even gotten to the main event.
Well, and we'll have just prior to that, we'll have a meet and greet. So as you're coming in, we will have registration tables open on Friday night, and so you'll be able to come in. We've got a really amazing wide concourse area, which for the first time we'll be able to have vendor booths. So if anybody's out there and interested in having a little booth for their business to promote, set up, get in touch with me at susan@onelifefullylived.org. But in that wide, awesome area, we'll be able to, we noticed, people are wanting to chat and so happy to see each other. We were calling it the family reunion because that's what it's like. So we'll have that meet and greet period of time. And then, as you detach from your day-to-day life and the things that maybe keep you from just really fully doing you, then just flowing right into that benefit concert. And that was one of the things that Tim really shared, was it just sets the tone for the whole weekend and kind of immediately just lifts you up in this wave of good energy as you head towards the weekend. So that's Friday. That's Friday.
And that's Friday night. And like I said, that's on site at the Long Beach Hilton. It's just the extra benefit of staying on site. Tim, you want to add anything?
I'll just add that I just can't wait for it because it's going to show off the talent in this community. Like Mr. Will Little, and if you guys haven't heard him do his spoken word before, he's just incredibly talented. We use him with our Dare to Dream, and it's just going to be a great mixture of music, comedy, spoken word, and boy, if you know anybody that should be on the stage for Friday night, come early and join us for that. Get the VIP tickets and ask your friends to get the VIP tickets. They're only $2.99. It's a great cost.
That leads right into Saturday morning. Susan, if you could, I feel like I need a line in a movie, but if you could tell me what time we're actually getting started with registration and getting started on Saturday morning. But I believe, I don't want to say anything. Susan, what time are we getting started on Saturday?
Well, we've got some extra little add-on fun free things. We've got morning workouts. Nate Palmer is going to be doing some workouts in the morning, so it's sort of as early as you want to get going. But officially, the start's at 9, and with just getting the day going. So
cool.
We'll have the full detailed schedule.
Do you know what time I'd imagine those workouts would be at? Around 7?
Yeah, I think Saturday morning is 7.
Great.
Yeah, I think we have a 6:30, 7 with Nate. And then we'll have guest registration, I believe, as early as 7:30 as of right now.
And then, so Saturday is going to be a jam-packed day because there'll be a couple of sessions, and so each session will consist of the whole community coming together and being together for the keynotes and the main speakers. And then after that, I don't want to say everyone will kind of disperse, but because of the way that it's laid out, everyone gets to stay kind of together. But after that, the breakouts will start, and you'll get to choose your individual session that you want to go to. And the nice thing is that it's not a long walk. It's, they're nice, and the space is just a really great space for us to be able to have lots of different breakouts that people can choose to go to as well. And on that similar note, the kids who are going to the Next Gen Summit, they will be uniquely intertwined into the conference. And so the talks and the keynotes and the messages that make sense for them to be in the main room, they'll be there with or near or around you. And then they'll, after that, they'll go off and do their own unique breakouts with age groups that are more tailored for them. And so that's why the Next Gen Summit is so unique, because the kids get to do it alongside you. And so for you, if you bring your kids, I think that you can really look forward to that. And if you're not, or somebody who has kids and the age is anywhere from 4 plus, can come, and we encourage you, to bring them, because they have a really great program that's being hosted and curated by the Fambundance community and organization. So that's what you can kind of look forward to, at least for Saturday during the day.
So, and I can hop in a little bit more there on Saturday. So, as Shay said, so 6:30 in the morning is what time we do have that morning workout with Nate Palmer. And then the registration will be going on. We'll also have vendors set up that'll be there. And then if you did the VIP ticket, another thing that comes with that is early admission. And so you'll be able to go in and get your seats first prior to the doors opening at 9 a.m. And there'll be coffee in there, maybe a little bit of guest wake-up music from some of the artists from the night before, getting things rolling, and then we'll roll into the day. We'll have a short keynote with Kathy Christian, as you saw her in the video there, and kind of just everything that's going to go on for that day will go, and Next Gen kids will be there, and then they'll disperse. From there, we'll head right into breakout sessions that morning, and each of the breakouts will be, you'll have opportunities around our 4 core teachings. So vision planning, relationships, finances, and wellness. So you can kind of figure out which one, based on the topic title, presenter best meets your needs, and a la carte, you can do you again. And then, like Hector said, based on the age of the participant in the Next Gen Summit, either they'll go up, we have their own space up on the floor just above us, or if they're in the 14 to 18-ish age range, we say suggested ages, your kid knows, where their level is, then they'll be facilitated to head into breakout sessions if there's sessions they're interested in, but then they'll come out and be able to circle back and kind of figure out what they learned and how it applies to their life or to their family. So we'll finish those morning breakout sessions, and then we have the one and only amazing Jeff Hoffman up his keynote then before lunch. And we'll come out of lunch, head back in, and then we have the one and only amazing Cody Sanchez that will do our after lunch keynote. And then after Cody, we'll head into breakouts again. So that's Saturday day, sort of what that looks like. And then we'll have a short keynote at the very end of the day's session with Lisa Zelnak, and she works with Chandler Bolt in the self-publishing group. She'll do a short keynote, and then also know that she's got or self-publishing has a workshop on Monday. If you've ever wanted to write a book, then be looking for the ability to sign up for that Monday workshop. So that is Saturday day. And then Hector, if you want to jump into the chat challenge.
Yeah, one thing that Tim likes to say, and I'm paraphrasing here, but his mission for creating One Life was to create the door for you guys, and for the light to shine, and for us to really be the platform for you guys who have great messages and great missions to get out there and to be seen. And so if you are on the Run of Show and you guys are presenters and running a breakout or even a keynote, we'd encourage you to participate. Or if you are not on the current presenter list but want to start presenting, or want to put yourself out there, or want to do something outside of your comfort zone, we're having a chat challenge for on that Saturday night. And it's the easiest way to put it is it's kind of like TEDx meets Shark Tank, you know, or if there was an American Idol for TEDx talks, right? Like that's kind of what it's like. And we wanted to give everybody an opportunity to get onto the main stage because we had so many people who wanted to be able to speak in front of the entire audience. And so this is kind of our way of creating a competition so that you can get that opportunity, you can get that chance. And it's a great way for people to get feedback and to be able to test their message or test their speech or test their skills. It's a great way for people to get their business or their message out there if they are working on a business or a product or a nonprofit of their own, or they're doing something that's important to them. It's a great opportunity to get that message out there. And so we wanted to create a fun, connected way for people to be able to get their message out there. And so we've created the One Life Chat Challenge, and it's something that a lot of people in the One Life community at other events have already experienced. It's the first time that we're doing it at the One Life conference. And so all the participants will be broken up into tables, and there will be an opportunity for everybody to get to share their message with their table. And the winners from each table are going to get a chance to go in front of the judges and be able to present their message to the judges. And the winner of that will actually get the chance to present in front of the general community and be able to actually present on the main stage. And there's some other cool prizes as well. If you guys are into coaching and growing yourself, there's also an opportunity for the person to get some coaching and some follow-up appearances with the One Life community, as well as I just remembered that the grand prize winner also wins $1,000 cash as well. So that's on the line. Timmy's throwing down some cash. So I'm sure there's some things that I missed or that could be filled in on. I know, Tim, you've actually done quite a few of these at the GoBundance event, so maybe there's something that you want to fill in about participating or.
First of all, I don't know if you caught that Christopher Lochhead is emceeing, and that in itself, if you're going to want to do it, if you guys don't know Lochhead, he's just a classic guy. So here's the details at 6 to 9, and so Chris is emceeing it, and you're going to be like one of probably 24 contestants at like 4 or 5 tables, and you'll get a chance to I don't remember if it was 6 or 7 minutes, but we have an exact time frame of we'll cut you off at a certain places. It needs to be short and sweet. And but the winners of each table goes up to the finals, and then we'll have a grand prize winner. But it's a great opportunity to, whether you're seasoned or brand new, work on your speaking game. And the people at the table are going to critique your speech. And whoever wins that table will get to do it a second time at the table. And the table is going to root for you to win the whole thing. So they're going to help you with your, maybe polish up a bit your opening, your body, and your closing so you wow them. Okay? So anyway, it's a really good opportunity. It's a lot of fun, and we need contestants. So you guys, please do it.
Yeah, you can sign up at onelifefullylived.org/chat challenge, and just look for some follow-up communications in your email about where to get signed up for that as well. Looks like Susan just dropped in there. Thanks, Susan. So that's Saturday night, and that'll go till 9 o'clock, and I'm sure the conversations will spill into the hallway Saturday night, but then Sunday we are up and at it again with another amazing day of keynotes and breakouts, and are we doing another workout early Sunday morning?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Sorry about that. I was multitasking.
So you can kind of gear up for that. I'd imagine, you don't want to treat it like Vegas and stumble into your room too late. So Sunday is going to be jam-packed as well, with another round of keynotes and breakouts.
Sunday morning, we'll actually have a yoga option in the event that you're just needing to clear your mind and get focused and centered for the day after the big day of Saturday. And I also, back to the chat challenge, want to encourage all of you that are not ready to participate in something like that to please attend, because it's our social function for that evening. We anticipate it to be a show like no other with our friend Mr. Lockhead as the MC. And so that's Saturday night entertainment. So anybody that's not in it, please come and cheer for those that make the main stage event that evening and help us choose the winner. It will be a live Facebook event. But Saturday morning at 6 a.m., we start a little earlier. And so there will be yoga, or there's going to be a power workout with Nate Palmer. So you can choose which of the two. We've also, at 7, we'll do a meditation. So these are all just optional things for you to add on if you want to build your day and have a little more group experience in the morning, or sleep in. And then the next morning looks the same with the early admission. And then we get going. Our friends, Mr. John Broman is actually the MC for the weekend for all of our general sessions and things together. And we'll have Brother James in there again. Then Garrett Gunderson of the Wealth Factory will be doing a short keynote and have actually a really amazing offer for you to participate in some of the programs that he has with donations for that, benefiting One Life Dare to Dream. And then we'll hop into our morning breakout sessions, just like the day before, where you can choose what you want. And before we go to lunch, our main keynote speaker will be Mr. Christopher Lockhead. And then we head into lunch, we come back out, and Nick Santanasto comes in. And if you have not seen Nick speak and the energy that he has, he's in that promo reel. It is something to just be wowed by. So don't think because it's Sunday afternoon that things are winding down and you should catch the noon flight. Don't do it. Stay till the end. We finish with Nick and we head into our afternoon breakout sessions, and then we will wrap things up for the day then on Sunday. So there you have Sunday's plan.
And then the conference isn't over quite yet. For those who really want to go deeper, on Monday we mentioned that there are some workshops for people who are wanting to write their own book, and then there may be some other workshops that are available for people to sign up for as well. So in addition to being in Southern California, we just encourage you to stick around for a couple of days and attend the workshops and hang out and enjoy the area. One thing that Susan kind of mentioned was the reason that initially the conferences started. Well, I don't want to say the reason that they started, but a big part of why they came about was to raise money for the One Life Dare to Dream program, and that's been a big function. And so for every $100 that we raise, we're actually able to put and sponsor another student through the One Life Dare to Dream program. And it's a program that goes into schools and tough schools and schools in areas where they don't have that vision and they don't have those skills and they don't have a roadmap to a future that they can believe in and be excited about. And that's really what the One Life Dare to Dream program is about giving them the skills and the roadmaps and the tools to be excited about their future. And so there will be a lot of opportunities to get some cool things throughout our auction. We have a silent auction that's going to be going on, and then there's going to be a couple of live auction opportunities. Just this past weekend, a group raised over close to $100,000 for the One Life Dare to Dream program, and that was through getting a variety of different coaching options and packages. And so there's just a lot of cool ways for people to take the learning and take the experience and to be able to bring it out of the conference and into the rest of the year and into 2020 and beyond as well. So you guys can kind of look out for that. We may have some details leading up to it about what specific packages and things will be available, but they're always great value and some really cool experiences as well. So look out for the auction details.
I know one thing we got committed. Christopher Lockhead is willing to do a surfing lesson there. So that will be something on Saturday that will go. If you want to learn how to surf with Christopher Lockhead, you'll have the opportunity to do that in Long Beach. And the auctions and all the things that we do supports Dare to Dream and a lot of the additional programs that we're doing. We developed the One Life Roadmap Journal, the startup edition this year that actually is distributed to kids that are interested in going a little bit deeper than the One Life Dare to Dream program. So our auctions benefit the nonprofit. And our vision is just to take people from surviving to thriving. And once you get to thrive, help us with the people that are just surviving and get them up to that level. So we really appreciate all of our presenters that donate to these auctions and all of you that bid on and win the prizes that we have, so that we can just continue to expand our capacity to help people live their best lives.
Fantastic. To look out for all the details on the auction as we lead up to the event as well. The last couple of things before we get out of here, and it looks like we're a little ahead schedule. So if there's anything else Tim or Susan or anyone else wants to add, we may have had some time for questions at the end as well. The last things that we wanted to make sure that everybody knew about was the different ticket packages. This year we have a few different options, and one of the things, I guess we just wanted to make sure that there was a lot of, there was clarity. So if you already got your tickets, awesome, amazing, thank you. We appreciate that so much because so many people wait to the last minute. So we appreciate you getting registered early, but there's always an opportunity to upgrade if you wanted to get some, upgrade to one of the other packages, or if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, prices are going to go up at the end of the night. So after all of these things go out, we'll send out all the emails, and you'll have a few hours to get your ticket before prices go up. But the number one thing that we'd want to make sure that you at least are aware of is the VIP admission. I guess the two things. I'll start with the general admission. The first is it's $149 right now, and that's just our base package where you get access to the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, all the conference and keynotes. And we wanted to make sure it was really accessible. I mean, conferences like this that are similar go for sometimes thousands of dollars. And so we really wanted to make it accessible for you and for your entire family to be able to come. So the general admission includes Saturday and Sunday, but the VIP admission, we want to encourage you to get that because it'll make your life easier. It'll enhance your experience, and also, as Susan mentioned, it just helps some of the other programs that we are doing with the One Life organization. And the VIP admission includes access to Friday's benefit concert, as well as early admission or early access to seats and early access to the conference on Saturday and Sunday, as well as lunch throughout the weekend as well. And so I think that just being able to stay on site, being able to eat with the rest of the VIPs and being able to eat with the rest of the presenters, and it just will create a much, I don't know if better is the right word, but it'll, I think that your experience will be much better off if you don't have to go out and rush around looking for food and, trying to scramble around downtown Long Beach looking for lunch. And so we want to encourage you to come in and hang out with us on Friday night and then spend time with us at lunch and the rest of the VIPs. There are some opportunities for sponsorships and booths, as Susan mentioned. There is a concourse area, and so we'll have like a general mingling area where businesses will have the opportunity to kind of like a convention area where businesses will have the opportunity to interact with the attendees. And so if you have a business that is looking for exposure and is looking for an opportunity to connect with the One Life community, there is still some opportunities there as well. And the last couple ones are the benefit concert, which we mentioned on Friday night. And there's still opportunity to get the family package, which includes 4 VIP tickets, 2 adult and 2 children, and also access to the Friday night benefit concert as well. So a couple of options. Everything's at onelifefullylive.org/conference, and all the details on what's included are on there as well. But if you have any questions, feel free to either put them in the chat, or if you're catching this on the replay, you can let us know and send us the question at onelifefullylived@gmail.com or info@onelifefullylived.org will also work as well. Susan, anything on the tickets or the different packages?
Nope. I just think that if somebody's going to do general mission, know that the prices go up, I believe, after today.
Yes.
So you're looking to do that, or you want to bring a friend, or if you have a business and you want to bring 10 of your employees or something like that, we do have some special packages that we've crafted for some other companies that are looking to bring employees with them. So again, feel free to reach out to me at susan@onelifefullylived.org, and we can help you with that as well. So I think that that's just it with ticketing. We're there. If you do have the option, if you're doing general admission and you want to make the concert on Friday night, but you're good for meals, or you're bringing a sack lunch or whatever, you do have that option where you could just buy the concert tickets and buy a general admission pass. So you'll just miss out on some crazy times in the lunchroom, I'll tell you that.
The last thing that we wanted to touch on and then see if there's any questions from the attendees is volunteers. And so I don't think Terry, our coordinator, is on, but maybe Shay can speak to what's going on. I know there is an opportunity to volunteer and just be involved with the Dream Team, but I could use some backup.
Yeah, absolutely. We always are looking for people that are wanting to not only participate in the conference, but also want to volunteer. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do that. One would be, you can just be assisting us with registration, or we've got a swag table, we've got a bookstore, we've got people that are in the room with each of our presenters to help them with the time and, making sure that they have all of the connections and things that they need. As well as doing fun things like mic running. And this is really for people that maybe are looking to do their own events and want to kind of see some of the behind the scenes of what it takes to run a really successful event. The way that I even started is to be a volunteer at successful events. So if that's something of interest to you, please feel free to reach out to myself. I will also put in the chat here Terry's information so you can connect with her directly, and it is an application process. So all you have to do is simply fill out the application online, let us know what roles you want to participate in, and we'll reach out to you and give you more details.
Thank you, Shay. Wonderful. So she put the document in the chat there, and if you're catching the replay, this will be included somewhere in the message as well. Guys, the last thing is we'll see if there's any questions. First off, from those who are here, I want to open it up. You guys can either throw it in the chat or feel free to unmute yourself and chime in.
Hey, I've got something to say while you guys get your questions. And also, if anybody after this wants to just say a few words about what they're going to present on. If you're excited about that, you're welcome. Or if anybody has any questions about the event itself. I would just like you to, if you have any friends that you think you'd like to come to this, I'm asking you kind of be, how can I put this? Persuasive in either buying their ticket or just walking them through the registration until they do. Diego can back me up, and he's going to talk next. But they're going to thank you for it. And especially your friends with families to bring their kids 4 to 18. So anyway, yeah, that's what I have to say. And if you haven't been to one, boy, you're in for a treat. I think it's going to be wonderful. So Diego, take it away.
Yeah, hey guys, Diego here. So I'm going to be one of the speakers during that weekend, and I'm very excited because the first time that I attended One Life was in 2014, and I haven't missed one ever since. And it's been an incredible experience to see the growth, not just that it has done for me, but for everybody in the tribe, in the community. And what Tim was saying here about, like, if you need to pay for your cousin, for your brother, for a family member, or a friend, I would say that is it would be a very good investment, because sometimes people don't listen to, like, the closest people to us. Sometimes they need to listen to somebody else tell them the same thing, and that happened to my brother as an example. He went to One Life when he was 18, and now he's 23. He has a super successful business, and he was able to connect with a lot of people that went to the One Life event and be a mentee, learn from them, and then execute. And I feel like this One Life community will definitely help everybody that attends, if they meet the people, take the time to connect, and then once they go back home, to execute on what they've learned. And then also I will be sharing on the American dream, how the American dream is out there for everybody. I'll be sharing a little bit about my story, but also on tips to build wealth. So I am very excited about that.
Thanks, Diego. It's always great to see the growth and the exponential growth oftentimes from people in the community from year to year. So Diego's another example.
For sure.
Will, did you want to chime in?
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's good to see you all. And also for those who will be there, their first time experiencing the One Life Fully Lived conference. It's a great conference. I mean, when I first experienced it, it took me aback a little bit. I was real excited about it, and I've been there for, I think, now 2015, right, Tim, or 2016. So it's been a great experience for me. I learned a whole lot from all the presenters there, and the connection to the people that we meet. Also make great connections. So it's very, very it's a very, very great need for anyone to experience an event like this conference, you know. And I'm still high on every conference that I went to. I miss it every year. You know, I'll be excited to come back to see all the people again, all the people who participate, all the new presenters and everything else. So it's a real great experience. I mean, and it's coming from where I'm from, Philadelphia, you know, so things like this in our urban communities, we don't get a chance or the opportunity or have the privilege to be around successful people like that, that's sharing information and sharing knowledge and giving you the roadmaps to success, basically. So that's all I wanted to share. So I look forward to seeing all you guys there this next One Life Fully Lived conference, and have a great time. It's going to be a great time for everyone.
Thanks, Will.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Is there any? I want to open it up to the attendees and see if there's any questions that have come up, and otherwise we'll make sure to send out this replay and get you guys the info. I know that there will be some surveys, and one thing that we would love to know leading up to the conference is really where you're at and what you're looking to get out of the weekend. So in the follow-ups, we'll have just a short form where you can kind of give that input as well.
So who's doing the One Life chat challenge that's on here? Who's stepping up? Dinar, you should do it. Carolyn?
I think I am. I haven't decided yet, but it sounds like a great event.
Yeah. It'll be fun, and it'll be good for your game. You know, all of you that if you're already a presenter or you want to, you know, take your game to another level, or you're just starting out, it's a really good thing for you to do. Just so you know, at a GoBundance event, there was a guy named Wally Ellerberry won the whole thing, and he beat Hal Elrod. Hal didn't even make it out of his table. That was fascinating. So anyway, my point is, it doesn't matter your level. If you've got an amazing story, compelling, and that's what we want. So anyway, come on down, step right up.
Yeah, actually, Tim, I loved it, Tim. When we did it, I think it was at GoBundance. I'm not sure. I think it was at the conference, or it was GoBundance.
Is that GoBundance? Yeah.
Yeah, we did it, and I won. I went to the stage. I went all the way up to the stage. It was me.
That's exactly. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you won it, and Sam Weger.
Yeah, Sam Weger. Yeah, it was real. It was real great experience. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that too as well.
Yeah. Well, that's where we got the idea. Is we did this at GoBundance, and then so we're kind of combining they call them Go Talks with TEDx, with the TED Talk, and it's with your One Life stories. So.
All right. David, I saw that you had unmuted yourself. If there's any other questions out there, we might call this a few minutes early.
Hey, I'm seeing Dave's going to do the One Life Chat Challenge. Diego's going to do it. Daenerys, you should do it too, besides the doing it already. So, anyway.
Well, guys, we do appreciate your time, and we do appreciate you being here, and we look forward to connecting with you in October, and all of the things that you do, your time, your money, your attention that you spend to help grow the One Life family and mission is always appreciated from the team for sure. So we'll see you guys in October.